What's happening, guys? So you're still tuned in to 3 Music TV, and I'm your host, Kuja Trip. I'm here with a really exciting personality. I've actually been blushing since I, saw her walk in here. We're here with the one and only, the ever lovely, the gorgeous, the really, really talented Fave, all the way from Nigeria. She's here with us. We need a drum roll or an applause, like honestly. We need a drum roll or an applause for Fave. You are welcome to 3 Music TV, and you are welcome to Ghana. We are so excited. Everybody is excited to see you. I am excited to see you. How are you feeling?
I am amazing. As you can see, I'm smiling chin to chin, cheek to cheek.
I like your fit, I like your energy.
Thank you.
I like your smile, everything. Yeah, I'm so excited, to see you here. So how are you feeling thus far being in Ghana? Is it your first time?
It was my second time in Ghana.
Your second time. So this is the first time I'm finding out that you've been in Ghana.
Yeah.
So how's it been thus far? Like, how are you enjoying it? How's the treatment been like?
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, Ghana is as hot as my country. So we are very used to the weather, Ghana is our second home, if I would say that way. So I'm definitely happy to be here a second time.
Yeah.
To be here in Akwaba.
Yeah, Akwaba, right?
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anyway, looking at you already compared Ghana to Nigeria. You said it's as hot as it is in Nigeria. I would like you to touch a little bit on that for me.
I mean, no, come on. We live in a hot country, Nigeria. Nigeria is quite hot. At least Lagos, I know, is very, very hot.
I think you're referring to the sun because it's really hot these days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely the sun now. It's the sun I'm referring to. The weather is hot.
Yeah.
Aside the fact that the country is also hot. Yes. Hot in a different sense.
Yeah, we're experiencing that here as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to, go straight to the reason why you're here, which is your music, which we all love and then we adore you for, So we want to talk about your style. We want to delve into your style first and foremost, How do you come by that? Why do you choose to go with that style? And then how is it working for you?
Okay, my style of music, or you mean like my style?
Style of music. We could go into that after, definitely, because I'm interested in that as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, my style of music, I definitely like to start out by saying that I don't have any genre.
Right.
I feel like the music that I bring eventually ends up determining how the song is going to go or what genre is going to be called. Not really the beats or like the lyrics or stuff like that. It's me, it's what I bring to the song. And I bring a lot of soul to music. So I just try to put like soul into every genre of music I step into. And the way music is for me, the way I create music is very different. I think it's unique to me.
Yeah.
So I'm somebody who likes to experiment and delve into every type of or every kind of musical sense there is. Right. So I am pretty much excited to see what I'll be doing 2 years from now or like 3 years from now.
So you don't have any idea what you're going to be doing 2 years from now?
No, like that's just how things really happen with me. Like that's life. Like I feel like sometimes you just plan and then life takes you by surprise. So I can't say that, oh, I'm this type of genre or just this type of genre strictly. I feel like that would be me restricting the talents that God gave me to share with the world. And I'm not going to do that to the world.
I feel you. So there's actually a lot that I would want to find out, right, moving forward. But I want to know, speaking of your style and how you've been able to identify the fact that, you can tell, depending on time and tide and how you're feeling, right? Is this something that you were able to identify at the very beginning of your career or something that you found out as you went along?
I went on. I think it was definitely at the beginning of my career, but not at the beginning of me like experimenting with music, because I've been making music right from when I was probably 6 years old. So I know that I was definitely tuned into just one type of music, which is gospel music. So I could sing it for my parents and they would not be chastising me or whatever. So I think when I got into music officially in 2019, that's when I like kind of decided to like spread and understand and grow, because before 2019 I wouldn't really have thought that I would do Afrobeats. I used to always be that type of person that would be like, you know what, I think I'm more into like R&B, lo-fi, or like more international sounds. Like I like soul type of stuff. But then I started working with different producers in Lagos, different producers in South Africa, in Ghana, and I'm like, you know what? Like I actually can do this. Like this is music that is coming out, and it's fire too. So I'm like, why should I just stay in one place? So definitely, I feel like between 2019 and 2023, I've definitely done songs and collaborated on different type of melodies that I definitely didn't see myself doing at 2019. Yeah.
And honestly, you do have a knack for it, you know, because your music is amazing. And I was looking you up. I was actually looking you up, you know, because we heard of your music, we've heard about you, and then you're coming from a gospel background, right? So in as much as now you're doing different genres of music, there's definitely a little bit of that in there, right? So what are the kind of messages that you seek to send out to your listeners or to your audience, to your fans?
Oh, well, I feel like I am a preacher of love. That's me. As complex as love is, I feel like love is something that we definitely can't do without different stories. So most times in the songs that I have out, I wouldn't say it's applicable for all the songs I have ever, but I try to like sometimes be very general with my description of the story in such a way that you can apply it to different encounters of love, not necessarily just strictly romantic relationships or strictly woman to man relationships. You know, I try to like let everyone have like an in. I want people to feel part of something. Like this is music that you can dedicate to so person. This is music that you can play at so time in your life and stuff like that. So I feel like if anything, I want people to connect with my music. I always want my stories to be relatable. Yeah.
So overall, generally, you're a lover and not a fighter.
I am a lover and a fighter.
Oh, you are a fighter.
Underneath there. Because I will fight for the ones I love.
I feel you. I understand that. Anyway, so looking back to 2019, from 2019 till now, you know, coming 2019, you were everywhere. You went viral. You know, 2020. Let's speak about now. You have a song with Davido on his what's it called? The album that's dropped, Kante, right?
Yeah, Kante.
What has that song done for you? You know, what has that song done for you? That collaboration. I can imagine having worked with Davido. That's like a huge deal. How's that worked for you? You know, and what do you look forward to from there? Like, what's the next step from there?
Oh, I look forward to Kante just doing great, really. Like,
and the song is actually doing amazing.
Yeah, I look forward to Kante doing greater than it's doing right now, because I feel like the potential the song has is so much, and I know that it's a song that you can't really decide that you want to sleep on.
Right.
So if you're sleeping, you just have no choice but to wake up. Like, it's just that song that you can't pass.
Yeah.
It's a new feel. I feel like it's something that it's a breath of fresh air that we all need to be listening to right now. And if I do say so myself, no one is doing anything like that right now.
Yeah,
so
like you.
So I am excited. I've been to Dubai because of Kante, you know. I mean, he said in the song, make you go chop life for Dubai. And apparently we ended up performing in Dubai. So that was very surreal. So I see the next couple of cities and countries will be performing that song in. Yeah.
That is exciting. You're also signed to EmPawa, if I'm correct.
Oh no, I was signed to EmPawa, on a collaborative kind of deal. So I think it was for like 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. So could you like briefly let us in on what that was like, you know, that period, and then coming out of, you know, briefly, like we want to know, like coming out of that from EmPawa, you know, coming up from blowing up online to getting on EmPawa, and then now no longer being with, you know, EmPawa. What has that been?
Oh yeah, like? I think meeting EmPawa was during lockdown when I did the freestyle MBU that ended up turning into a song, Nobody But You, MBU. Yeah. So it's like we started talking, and they're like they can help us in a capacity because it's a label, but definitely not signing me on like artist and label. But more like an investor, let me put it that way. So they just kind of like believed in me, and they put their resources and they trusted our judgments and our creative direction. And we partnered and we did it for like 2 years. I feel like they kind of added value to me, let me put it that way, because when you start out as an independent artist, when labels come to you, they're like, oh, we're probably going to offer you something less because right now you have no value, or your value is not really that high. And when we come in, we're going to add value to you to get you up there. So what they require of me is usually, or what they require of artists, let me put it that way, independent artists coming up, is usually too much. And most times, you know, we are very fast to go ahead and collect. Because we've definitely been in that situation several times. We need the help like ASAP. But I feel like I see it as a blessing that EmPawa came at the time that EmPawa did, and we did such a short deal for such a short time, because people don't usually do that type of stuff. So I feel like they kind of took me to a certain point, because it was with EmPawa that Baby Rhythm kind of went bonkers, and I was able to drop my first EP, Rhythm 5. You need to stream Rhythm 5 if you haven't streamed it, by the way. Yeah, so EmPawa just kind of like, and it came to the turn where our deal was off, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're moving to the next. So it's like, it was definitely a collaboration that I think I prayed for, and God definitely brought our way.
That's amazing. I like that. Anyway, so I want us to get into the Afrobeat conversation, right? But before we get into that, there's definitely been a level of growth, you know, from coming from EmPawa, and then now you're on your own, you're solo, right?
Oh yeah, I'm signed now. I'm signed to a different label.
To a different label.
Yeah.
So how are you applying that experience, or you know, how is it working for you? You know, and then also if you could briefly let us in on, you know, the new label and everything that's going on.
Okay, definitely. I feel like definitely because at the time I met my current label, which is Atlantic, I feel like it's just God's timing, if I put it that way, because it's like I prefer that I met them now than meeting them 2 years back, because it would have probably taken a lot of convincing, you know, like, this is the artist, this is the stuff I'm made up of, this is the fire in me, like, help me harness that fire. But now it's more different, because they've been able to see that, oh, you have a team, because we have our own record label, Tumblr. So it's like you're a team of creatives, and we can definitely see what your music has done and where you've gotten to with the little that you've had. And we are here to like offer and helping hand, that kind of thing. So it's like very, very different. I feel like I'm more valued. Definitely.
Because they know what you're capable of.
Exactly. So it's like it's definitely a partnership more than just a boss, and that's how it feels. And I like it that way, because I like it when it feels like you're working with family and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the new label now. Like, I'm off the market, guys. I mean, for the meantime.
She's off the market. She's off the market.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting because now that I'm with a label, like, properly, I am very excited for the songs I'll be putting out from now on, like the new singles that are coming out, you know, because everyone's been wondering, why is Fave been silent? Why is Fave been silent? It's not been any orchestration on our part. It's just how life has gone. And now that we seem like we're ready, and we're working with like a bigger team on a global scale, we're ready to take over the world. So Fave is coming.
So I'm guessing the transition wasn't as hard, you know, transitioning from EmPawa, like that is one label, although they were not artists and label, and they were just offering some assistance. You know,
it definitely wasn't that hard.
It wasn't that hard.
Nah. I feel like we've barely gotten enough experience
from there
on working with EmPawa in order for us to work with like other labels.
So now you're with Atlantic.
Yeah.
What's the nature of your deal, if you would like to disclose
nature of the deal?
Nature of your deal.
Oh, well, the nature is an artist label type of relationship. Yeah. I don't want to say too much about it because this is very fresh. So I'm just going to let time speak for itself. I'm just going to let doings show.
Okay, all of that is exciting, right? So we're going to move straight into the Afrobeat conversation, like I was saying. There has been a few times where there have been like rifts between Ghana and Nigeria. Two favorite like siblings or cousins, or you know, whatever you might want to call it. And then, but obviously Nigeria has been at the forefront of the Afrobeat conversation. You know, we have like some of you guys, I wouldn't say we because we are one people. At the end of the day, definitely. You know, have some of the top guys at the forefront, you know, who are leading, who are charging the cause, right? What is your personal opinion, not only on Ghana, but on other African countries and the Afrobeat conversation?
Okay.
How do you feel that we are contributing, or other African countries are contributing to pushing or
Afrobeat.
driving?
Oh, I feel like Afrobeat getting global recognition is a win for Africa in general. That's how I feel about it. Who is doing it is a question of doings. Like I say, like it's the workings that will show itself, in my opinion. I always give kudos to my Nigerian artists, because I see the fire and I see the hustle that we have in us, because Nigeria is so large. Like we are so many. Like it's like I can't count how many artists come out of Nigeria on a weekly basis. Yeah. So it's like it's definitely tooth and nail to make it out of there. So when people eventually make it out of Nigeria into or outside of Africa, spaces, it's like a win for all of us. That's the way I see it. So I can't really speak on other African countries because I don't really know how it works in there. But I can say for what I see in my country, because it's a jungle. It's a jungle out there, especially in Lagos. It's a jungle. That's what I tell people, man. So if it's a jungle out in South Africa, if it's a jungle out in Ghana, if it's a jungle out in Uganda, every other African country, the ones who make it out. And I feel like the ones who make it out eventually paves the way for the rest of us inside. It's a win for Africa in general. So
at the end of the day, even if it's Nigerian artists at the forefront, they're paving the way.
Yeah, even if it's Ghanaian artists at the front, we are all paving the way.
That's awesome. Yeah. Anyway, you've spoken about collaboration. I mean, thus far, your biggest collaboration, in my humble opinion, has been Davido, right? But I want to know, are you open to having collaborations with other artists from different African countries, like Ghana,
I'm open.
Open, so they can definitely reach out
I'm open.
to you.
Come on, like I am a pioneer of good music. Right. That's just me. I feel like we don't really have much time. I say it all the time. As humans, we don't really have much time. Like, you don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow, and we be thinking that we have so much time. Maybe you have 5 more years to reach 30 or something, but time goes by really quickly. So we might as well do the things that we want to do right now and then think about the repercussions later. I'm very, very open to making collaborations, making music, as long as the vibe is right, as long as music is awesome. I will not deny the public.
Are there any specific names
Well, the only collaboration I can speak on now, because it should probably be coming out this year, is with Bloody Civilian.
Are we getting an exclusive?
I feel like this is probably exclusive. Okay. I don't even know if Bloody Civilian is going to be mad that I'm saying this right now. But definitely, I have a song coming out with her. It's a feature song, so she's featuring me. Collaborations, international collaborations, definitely coming. I won't speak on them, guys, because I don't know when they're going to come out. I'm not going to say something and you guys hold me tomorrow.
Maybe you can tell us after that.
I'll
behind the camera, and we can share it. Okay, so I want to get into any upcoming projects and all of that, right? But I have a question, a personal question. You were pursuing a law degree.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Oh, I'm still pursuing that degree. I'm still chasing after it.
So speaking of, right, there have been so many cases of artists getting into rifts with their management over deals and all of that. Since you're pursuing a law degree, are you looking at getting into entertainment law or something?
Oh, hell
I don't know.
No.
Why not? Because artists definitely need people to fight for their rights, all of that stuff.
No.
Why not? What's the reason?
I am not getting into entertainment law. I didn't say I'm not getting into law, but I'm not getting into entertainment law.
Why not?
I don't really like the entertainment space, like the business side of it. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan. It's everyone is just trying to make it out there. You don't really know who you can trust. You always have to be watching your back. If you get people that you trust, you have to hold on to them and not let them go. It's not really it's not a safe space. It's kind of a toxic environment, let me put it that way. And also because we don't have structure in Africa in general. We don't have structure for all this for the creative industries.
Yeah.
So we all have to like kind of, I don't know, it's like a cat and dog fight. So it's like, I don't know, the space is just too weird for me to come back again. After going through the music business side of it, come back again, the entertainment side. Nah.
Okay, that's fine. I can understand that. And I can make my peace with that.
Thank you.
Anyway, so moving on, are there any projects? You mentioned that there are definitely projects that's coming out, but what are the timelines? Any international features besides Bloody Civilian? I like to refer to her as
the international features. I'm going to tell you after, not on camera.
Why not? Because I would like my.
Like I said, I don't want to be called a liar tomorrow.
That's fine. That's okay. Moving away from all of that, right? So all the glitz, all the glamour, of the artists, your fans like what they see. I'm sure like myself, they like your fit, they like seeing you like behind the screens and all of that, right? But you do have a personal life. And I for one know that artists are some of the people who go through the most behind the scenes. And they do not open up about stuff like that. I want to know, how do you deal with, because I'm sure there's moments of anxiety, there's moments of despair, there's so many emotions that could be going on the inside, but you would definitely do well to put on a show for the people who love and adore you. But how do you deal with some of these, things behind the scenes in your personal life?
Okay, well, I feel like in general, I'm generally a happy person. Yeah, so I try to like use music to always get me up in my feels so that I do what I'm supposed to do, regardless of the emotions and stuff that's going around. Like, I just try to think about everyone, really. That's how I see it. I'm like, the way the situation is, only a few people would really, really know. So if you act out, the rest of the people that don't really understand what's going on the inside will not really be able to make excuses for you. It will just be weird on the outside, like, oh, this happened and I got hurt in this way. But you can't really explain that, oh, it wasn't your fault or this just happened and you didn't really know what to do. So I just try to like focus on getting my chi, really. I know it's hard because sometimes things be very tough. You need to get like words of encouragement from different people, or even also getting people you can trust on your team too, because building a team is very important. I feel like it's very essential for an artist, because if you're with the right team, then you definitely feel confident enough to do stuff that you want to do. So man, I put on my happy face, man. I think of the goal, I think of the dream, because the dream is it's far, like it's big. So to get there, we have to like make sacrifices, make compromises, and always get the energy from the thought of that dream to take us to that dream.
So have you ever dealt with a writer's block?
Oh yeah.
How do you deal with a writer's block?
But me, what I usually call writer's block is just me listening to like boring beats. That's just what I call it. Yeah, when a beat doesn't really inspire me, that's when I get writer's block. Because even without listening to a beat, I can easily write a song. So it's like when I know that I'm not really getting any story, no lines from this beat, then I should move on. Like, the beat is not doing it for me. And that's what I realized. But I feel like normal, regular people get writer's block, just not me.
There are so many artists that are not going to be happy with you for this, but yeah, I mean, it's all good. Everyone has their way of, dealing with or seeing things. So that is like totally understandable. Now, we want to go on to the next thing. So there are people who obviously love you. There are so many men, let me say men, who obviously love you, right? So they're asking me, they asked me before I came here today, because we knew you were coming. So they wanted to know, are you involved with anyone? They want to get into your personal. They just want to know, right? It's just curious,
Why? I feel like people should come and ask me themselves. You can approach me. I don't bite.
Okay, since you refuse to answer that, I want to know how you balance that part of your life with your career.
It's a small part of my life, really. Like, the relationship aspect of our lives, I feel like is this, at least for me and for my age right now, or for my life right now, that's not my priority. So if it should be that a relationship should probably get in the way of my work or my career, like, or my dream. Really, it's to pick the dream over that, because that's very. It's such a small.
It's very minute.
Yeah, it's such a small factor.
Where you're trying to go to.
Honestly, it is. I know I'm be singing about love and stuff like that, but like, I feel like we should definitely keep it focused. That's how I feel. Like, definitely keep it focused. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to know, you're in Ghana. It's your second time, right?
Yes.
So did you try anything? Is there anything that you've tried? Our food, you know, how you enjoying the culture here, the people, the food? What's, you know, where have you been to? All of that stuff.
I haven't been anywhere yet.
Okay.
For real.
Take you somewhere.
Yeah, like for real. You guys hit me up. I want to go somewhere in Ghana.
We should assign someone to you.
Yeah, true. That would be amazing. Hope it's not going to be one of the men that are asking me what my relationship status
I'll make sure it's someone who's either not interested or a female. So you can be comfortable, you know. But yeah, have you tried the food?
Yeah, I definitely had wachi one time.
Right.
But definitely not on this trip. It was the last time I came to Ghana.
Yeah, there's more that you should try though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But you guys keep saying more. Nobody is really telling me.
I mean, you should. There's fufu. There's so many other things that you could try.
Well, you guys have fufu in Ghana.
Yeah, we have fufu, but it's with cassava and
for real.
Yeah.
I didn't know that fufu.
You should definitely try that with like some light soup, and then there's like goat.
Oh, light soup.
Yeah, light soup. We have palm nut soup. We have groundnut soup. We have light soup. Any soup.
So these are your recommendations for me.
Say again?
These are your recommendations for me.
Yeah, well, I don't eat fufu for personal reasons, but it is the bomb, honestly. I don't know if I can say bomb on TV, but it's the bomb. Honestly, you should definitely try it.
Okay, we have you on camera saying these things.
Yeah.
Cannot deny it tomorrow.
I know. Anyway, honestly, it has been awesome having you today here in Ghana. I'm excited to have a one-on-one interaction with you. You know, I can show it to my friends and, you know, all the other people who love you. You know, but thank you for honoring our invitation. We're actually looking forward to everything that you have in store. And we have been following you, so we're going to keep following you, you know, feeding the people with everything that they need to know about Fave, you know. Yeah. God's favor, right?
Yes, please don't say that on camera. That's not my name, guys. The name is Fave. Keep it cute.
Fave, yes, and she's God's favorite child. You have to be God's favorite child.
Yes, I am God's child, forever and always.
Yeah. I understand you have a project coming out, an EP.
No, not an EP. You guys should stop pacing me. Can you let me walk at my own pace? When the EP comes, you people will not be able to
that's what
consume
happens
it.
when people enjoy, you know, your stuff. So they just
need
like more of it. That's why
it's coming. I mean, 2 singles at once.
Okay.
So I feel like that will go fit hold our body.
Yeah, we could take hold bodies.
Yes, to the EP.
Awesome. Anyway, guys, I want to know before we go, right? Do you have any final words? Anything you want to say to the Ghanaian people who love you? You know, should they expect to see you in town somewhere? I mean, maybe when we assign someone to you.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, let me say something to my Ghanaian fans. It's your favorite girl, Fave, here on your screen, telling you to please hit me up with the best spots in Ghana for me to have some breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Me and my entire team. We've been looking for Ghanaian food, and we want to be impressed because there's still that dialogue of Ghanaian jollof and Nigerian jollof.
Which we're always, you know, taking the lead in.
Yeah, but I truly believe that I and my team members, we can settle this debate today.
It's already settled, but we'll just give you we'll just give you the proof that you need, you know. So
oh my God,
that's
please.
Definitely
keep listening to my music, please. I love you guys. I'm always excited to be in Ghana. I have 2 singles coming out this month, and I need you to keep your ears and your eyes peeled.
Yes.
I will not disappoint you this time around.
You heard it from her. You know, you heard it from Fave herself. She's not going to disappoint us. We are grateful to you for honoring our invitation, for coming here, for gracing us with your presence. It has been amazing talking to you. Anyway, guys, it's been Kojo Trip speaking to Fave. You know, I've had an awesome time. Thank you for watching. Join you another time.